hinahanap din natin saan napupunta. Ang 2 billion pesos travel expenses na ang may disposal nito ay ang Speaker of the House at 1.6 billion to 1.8 billion ang kanyang extraordinary funds sa Speaker of the House. Napakalaking mga pundo ito, mga kababayan. Ako po yung nagsabi sa forma ng pagtatanong mula po sa dalawang pinanggalingang impormasyon na pumasok po sa amin, particularly sa akin. And hindi po yung buong Kongreso ang tinutumbok ng pagtatanong na yon, kung hindi ang Office of the Speaker ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. And then pumasok po yung unang impormasyon. Yung isang impormasyon ay unlisted number sa cellphone ko, yung isa po ay kilala ko na source. At dati ko na po siyang nakakausap nung ako po ay nasa National Operations Command ng NPA. So matagal ko na siyang kilala at nagbibigay siya ng mga impormasyon noon nung ako isa aktibo pa sa NPA. At ang source ko po, ang isa ay unlisted number sa text message, pero tumugma po doon sa isang source na kilala ko. And yun po ang dahilan kung bakit kami nagbungad noon without any intent of malice or imputing any sign of disrespect to the Speaker of the House, because it is we presume it is part of our editorial authority and policy as well to open questions pertaining to public interest issues. Yung tono po ng pag-deliver sa buong konteksto ng programa ay pagtatanong, clarification, because we want to clarify matters of public interest that are so serious, like the information na ibinahagi po sa amin. So wala po kaming conclusion doon. May I request Your Honor to refer to the legal advice of the legal team from the SMNI.
I don't think, Mr. Chair, I have to refer to the legal counsel. Kayo po ang tinatanong ko, Ka Eric. Sino po ba ang source ninyo? Remember that you are under oath.
Yes.
And under our house rules, if you cannot answer my question truthfully, we can cite you for contempt and we can detain you. So again, let me ask you again, Mr. Chair, sino po bang source ninyo?
Kanina po, tinatanong po namin yung kayo. Ang sagot po nila, hindi kami diyan dito para depensahan ang mga angkor namin. Andito kami for SMNI. Ergo, wala po silang sinasabi na wala silang otoridad na depensahan kayo. That's why, transversely, now that we're asking you, and they already manifested under oath that they cannot, they're not here to defend you or to even assist you.
Your Honor, if I may respectfully be allowed to request the honorable body, this committee, since the question, I think, borders to my right about the protection of my source, as well as to my constitutional right, may I humbly request the committee, are my constitutional rights suspended in this committee hearing? Because it is my right, I believe, to have a legal advice on sensitive matters that require for me to be protected by my constitutional right.
Hindi naman namin sinusuppress yung right mo rito eh. We're not. We're just asking you a question. Now, if you prefer to answer it, do so. If not, then you say so, why not?
It's very clear po, no, Ka Eric and Lori. Ang ginastos lang po ni Speaker Romualdez was 4.3 million pesos from January to October. Ang Kongreso was 35 million. But the fact still remains na kaya nga kayo pinailan ng kaso as what Atty. Domingo has said because of your vicious attacks on individuals. And ngayon, inaatake na naman yun yung Kongreso, which has been done before, hanggang kailan kayo magtitigil? Sana naman po, this should just be a reminder to the anchor persons na bago kayo magpalabas ng mga reports ninyo, sabi mo nga, kailangan i-vet this time around, hindi nyo na-vet ng insakto, because reputations of individuals and political leaders are at stake. So sana naman po, wag na nyo gamitin yung programa ninyo para sa pag-atake ng mga individual. But rather, sabi nga ninyo, yung programa nyo, laban para sa bayan. Hindi na laban para sa bayan nyo, kundi pag-atake na sa mga individual.
It will be between us and the source already to talk. And I do not see any need to reveal him because he had helped a lot as a source in my previous operations.
And the other source you mentioned is an unverified
Unlisted
number.
Yes, sir.
Unlisted.
Unlisted.
Do you still have the text active?
No, I'm trying to retrieve. That's why I was trying to check the message box. Wala na po, sir. Hindi ko siya na save na. And
So what you're saying is one source is an unverified number and the other source is
a previous source.
your previous kasamahan mo sa CPP NPA.
Sorry, Your Honor, hindi siya CPP, NPA, NDF, pero nakakatrabaho po niya ang unit namin sa National Intelligence ng NPA.
At siya po ay isang pribadong mamamayan.
Opo. Right now, I will wait for the advice of the council to reveal kasi matitrace siya, sir. Pag sinabi ko kung saan siya ngayon.
Well, look, we need to, if you're gonna be secretive about divulging information, it puts question on the validity of your statements. Because now you're hiding the truth by, all sorts of layers and layers and layers of reasons. It's just a valid question. Who is your source?
Yeah.
So, yung source po ninyo, isang taong hindi nyo kilala kasi unverified yung number. Tapos yung isa dati yung kasamahan at pinaghuhugutan ng impormasyon.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Ang lalaking ito, sinabi nyo lang na lalaki.
May him.
Oo, nakita di umano kayo at may dokumento pinakita. Yung dokumentong yun, nasa na po yun?
Nasa kanya po.
Nasa kanya.
Kasi sana magkakaroon pa ng next meeting. The meeting was already overtaken by events dahil po sa investigation na ito.
Saan po kayo nagkita?
In a private place po. Malapit lang po sa area kung saan din po nakatira siya ngayon.
Malapit lang po sa area kung saan
Nasa Maynila lang siya po,
nakatira.
sir, ngayon.
Okay. I mean, you can give it, you have to give more validity to your statements. I mean, you were so quick to mention 1.8 billion, but now when we're talking about specifics, now you're starting to become, for some reason, evasive. So, my question is, when did you see your source?
Mr. Chairman and Honorable Suarez, sir, kahapon lang.
Kahapon kayo nakita.
Because he texted the message during the time na ini-interview namin si former Secretary Greco Belica.
So kahapon kayo nakita. Kahapon is Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Kaso lang Tuesday ako nag-deliver ng point of personal and collective privilege. Okay. So now does the government employee work in Congress?
No further answer about that, sir.
No, it's yes or no. Does he work in Congress?
No, sir.
No. No. Okay. Because in your statement, you said, based on my source in Congress, gumastos si Speaker Martin Romualdez ng 1.8 billion pesos. Sinabi mo, based on my source from Congress. And you just said now that he is not an employee of Congress.
Lower House? No.
Huh?
Congress is two. Senate and Lower House. Not from the Lower House. Congress is composed of two houses. Lower House and Senate. So, wala po sa House of Representatives.
So what you're saying is, sa Senado.
Obviously.
Diba? So kasi...
Baka pa imbestigahan din ako ng Senado dahil...
Hindi, kasi ang sinabi mo doon, ang sinabi mo sa statement mo, based on my source in Congress. And you just said, na your source is not in Congress. Oops, Senado pala.
Because I was thinking Congress is the Lower House.
Yes.
But now I am very clarified that when you are
So,
going
now,
to be
now we're
particular,
starting
Senate.
to see a pattern, ka Eric, that when you issue statements, we need to go through a process of filtration and clarification before we can actually get to the real truth.
And that is a processor of proper discussion that requires interaction with the source, with the delivery
Which
of information.
unfortunately is not proper in media practice.
Well, I respect your opinion, sir.
Did you undergo a KBP seminar? And are you a verified member of the KBP, Eric?
Personally, sir, I am not a registered kapisanan ng broadcaster member, but I do not see it as a requirement
So-
for me to be a broadcaster.
Yeah, so therefore, you did not undergo the seminar on the Code of Ethics.
But I read it,
No, okay.
and I understand how it is contented.
So, no.
Answer lang, yes or no?
Yeah, there was no seminar held about that question of the Honorable Suarez.
So you did not attend the seminar. You weren't given any verification from the KBP?
Personally, I was not given any
Because meron po
certificate.
si code of ethics na sinusunod. Ang laking number nun, ha?
Yeah, 1.8 billion.
1.8 billion. At kung sino mang ordinaryong mamamayan ang makakarinig mula sa telebisyon na gumastos ang speaker ng 1.8 billion pesos, nakakapanira po ng puri yun. Kaso lang, you were blatant enough to come out on TV and say it straightforward. And the discussion was, and if I remember it right, sinabi mo, tapos sinabi po yata ni Usec Baduy, how do you spend 1.8 billion pesos? That's such a huge amount. Siguro hindi na umuwi yan sa bahay. At tapos sinabi mo pa, dinagdagan mo, at base sa source ko, hindi lang 1.8 billion to. Kasi kung isasama mo ang entourage, aabot pa po to ng 2 bilyong piso.
I
So
agree to that.
Yes, that is not a question.
But the context should be factored in, sir, Your Honor.
No. That is not a question.
Of course, that is your valid observation. I will respect.
That is a clear statement. Because if you wanted to pose a question, you would have said, we have an unverified number, and this is not confirmed. And we want to seek clarification on this. And before we throw this number out, because it is so huge, we will first seek the guidance or the certification from the House of Representatives. Kasi lang hindi po eh. Nilabas nyo eh.
Yung programa po ninyo ay hindi po programa ng paninira ng puri ng isang tao. Did I hear it right?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair, yes, you heard it right.
Yeah. Meron po ba kayong YouTube account?
Ako po, sir. Mr.
Yes.
Chair, ako. Meron Mr. Chair pero hindi ko halos tinitingnan.
Kasi sinong nagpo-post nitong mga pinapadala sa akin? For example, Lorraine Baduy. SMNI is being silenced because of the current alignment of the speaker with the terrorist CPP, NPA, NDF in Congress. Our Facebook page has been taken down again. Our right to free expression is the bedrock of democracy. Pinadala rin po sa akin dito, pangalan nyo na rin po ang nandito, dated 18 November, no one, and I mean no one, wins a fight against Rodrigo Roa Duterte. I do not know what your basis there, anong klaseng laban ang sinasabi po ninyo. Least of all, a corrupt trapo oligarch who had the bad sense to draw the first blood and a lack of political sophistication to align with the highly despised terrorist front of the CPP, NPA, NDF, and the Kamatayan Bloc. Picture po ni Speaker nandito. Ang sumunod po ay 10 November. Nandito yung mukha ni Speaker, CPR-CPP ang nakalakay.
The Honorable Ako, please look at the screen, no? Nasa screen po din natin. Yung mga binabanggit po ni Congressman Ako. Can you attack it?
Kaya, yun nga po yung gusto kong tanungin. Tapos,
Yan.
ito sa last, pinadala ko lang kasi ito. Nakalagay dito, pangalan na naman ninyo, dated 10 November, the deadly combination that has stood in the way of our country's progress and that has created massive poverty and the death of countless Filipinos, the unprincipled, power-hungry, overly ambitious politician with no true love for country and blood-sucking communist terrorists. Nakalagay po dito, litrato po, magkayakap pa, si Speaker Martin Romualdez at saka si
The next slide.
Mr.
Can we get
Chair,
the
is
next
that a Facebook account?
YouTube.
I don't know.
I don't have a YouTube. I don't even have a Facebook account.
Well, we just...
Natay ko lang po yung
Yeah. Okay.
nakita nyo naman po ito, siguro. Kasi ang pangalan nyo po nandito, kaya nga tinatanong ko,
Kayo po ba to? I think the question of the...
are these your postings?
Where is it, Mr. Chair? I'm not so.
Here.
I have. There are a lot of fake accounts that use my name, Mr. Chair.
Ano?
Mr. Chair, marami pong naggagawa ng account ko pero fake.
Okay.
Ano po yan, Mr. Chair? Facebook po ba yan? Or YouTube?
Sa YouTube, sinabi ko
Twitter.
kanina.
Twitter?
These screenshots were sent to me.
YouTube is a video account po. Hindi po siya, photos.
Hindi
So
siya.
you're denying this?
No.
I
You're not-
I can't see what it is, Mr. Chair.
Can we enlarge it? Pwede mo natin lakihan para makita kaya pwede bang, ma'am, pwede po lumapit po tayo. Makita ko nyo. Lumapit na lang po kayo. Ito ba post nyo? Kaya nyo po ba to?
Yung
Twitter.
Kwan, magkayakap si Kwan.
Twitter.
Si Franz at saka
Hindi na
nakayakap ko pa.
Mr. Chair, wala akong Facebook account.
So, hindi nyo po post yan.
Parang hindi siya, but do I share the same opinion? Is that the question po ba, Mr. Chair?
No, my question is, are you denying that this came from you? Because nandun ang pangalan niyo po eh. That is my
Sir,
question.
if you search me kasi, sir,
My
sa,
question is answerable by yes or no. You can deny it or you can affirm it. Which is which?
if that's a Facebook account, it's not mine.
It's not yours.
It's not mine, sir.
Yes,
If it's
good.
Facebook.
Yun lang po ang kailangan na
It was Twitter. Would it have been yours?
Yes. If it's
Twitter.
yes.
Twitter sa inyo.
Yes.
So, the content 2 weeks ago, November 10, November 18, you do not remember that.
I'm not so active in social media anymore, Mr.
Tapos?
Chair. Yeah.
But that could have been possibly yours if that's Twitter.
Yeah, most likely.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
Yes,
you.
Mr. Chair.
Okay. That could have been hers. Most likely. Go Twitter. Looks like it's Twitter.
loud and clear, Mr. Chair. Did I hear you right that Mr. Sel is not a member of the Kapisanan?
It's not accredited. It's not an accredited broadcaster.
What's the difference between the two?
The member is Suarezug Media Corporation, Your Honor. The
No.
members of KBB consist of networks.
Okay, yes. And did I hear it also right na ang membro ay yung network?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And therefore, if the network is a member of the Kapisanan, it is bound to follow your code of conduct or code of ethics?
That's correct, Your Honor.